Morning, everybody. Yurt Girl here. This morning we are listening to the John Butler Trio, and the song is Ocean live at Red Rocks, and it's all guitar. It's amazing. I love this song. I've been listening to it a lot lately. Let's turn it down a little. This morning I am thinking a lot about how noisy it is. One, it's kind of a gray morning here. I'm downtown again. Been spending a little more time closer to downtown in the morning, but still trying to get these videos done. So this morning I'd like to talk a little bit about existential crises, I should say. And do you know what one is? It's based on the philosophical school of thought called Existentialism, and that's the 19th and 20th century philosophers, Dostoevsky, Kant, Sartre. Probably pronouncing some of those names wrong just off the top of my head. I was a philosophy major for a little while in college, way back in the day. And this basically talks about the belief that existence comes before essence. So I'm responsible for the individual is based on the kind of their existence and the well-being of their life, and everything at the end kind of comes back to the individual, So there's, I think, a lot of empowerment in this school of thought, and I got really deep into this when I was like 17 or 18 years old, and I don't know why it's been on my mind lately, but I was reading this book, Nausea, by Jean-Paul Sartre, and I was reading a lot of Hermann Hesse, and I was having a lot of difficulty with, there's one facet of existentialism. It's called like absurdism, and you kind of start getting, it's like the teenage angst stage maybe, but the whole world looks absurd, and is it all meaningless? And I feel very grateful that I've kind of I want to talk about kind of coming full circle into a place where lately I've been able to see that maybe like the universe isn't so chaotic. Maybe it's not so random. You can look at it as though maybe, what's the point? Is everything completely random? And yeah, I think there's a lot of validity to that. But let's say that there's no way to tell. There's also something called the rule of attraction, and there's been very good evidence to support that. And let's say I can live my whole life being grumpy and saying, oh, there's no meaning to this or that, the whole world is random, the whole world is chaotic, and that's going to be fine because we can't prove it either way. Or I can spend my whole life saying, I think the law of attraction exists, and I think the universe opens up as I open my heart up, and that's how I choose to live out my days, because who can tell either way? It's the whole spiritual thing that goes along with it. Whether you have I'm not going to say I don't have a traditional conception of a higher power, but we haven't talked about that much. I don't tend to talk about that, but I have forged my own version of what I believe to be my own conception of a higher power. And the universe is a magnificent thing, energetically, of all the energy that there is to create everything. Humans have schismed out of the natural way of things to lead a reflective life. That's incredible. The natural world hasn't done that. You see the natural thing, and then here nothing else has the ability to do that, to lead a reflective life. So anyway, I just think that's amazing, and that's what I'm thinking about today. So I'm wondering if you guys have over the sound of this crazy world, because sometimes it does feel like it's all absurd and it's meaningless, and on the gray days it's easy to say existential crisis. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today, and that's all. Carpe diem. Bye.